some breaking news. Jarvis Landry has been released from the Cleveland Browns. Adam Schefter is reporting that Browns wide receiver Jarvis Landry is now available as a free agent. Amari Cooper arriving, Landry departing. Now Jarvis, obviously a pillar for that Cleveland Brown team. Whenever Hard Knocks was on, there's that speech he gave in the wide receiver room about everybody needing to fucking figure out how to be adults. Yeah. Pretty much. Worked hard, played through injuries, was always super passionate. Obviously, Odell Beckham Jr., his college roommate, came to town, then left, kept nothing but love. Had no idea what was going to go on with Jarvis Landry. Contract talks started getting loud out there, both from Jarvis and from people around. They move on from Jarvis, who's going to have, hey, come on over to Indianapolis.
Yeah, there you go.
Jarvis is probably going to have a pretty good market. And now what will Cleveland do offensively? Two great running backs, Amari Cooper, a hell of an offensive line, Baker Mayfield, which I guess there's conversations taking place. They're allegedly also potentially investigating. And I have to say, allegedly, potentially, all of those things, because who knows what's real and what isn't anymore. They're allegedly thinking about potentially looking into Deshaun Watson, but who isn't, I think, is probably the real reporting in there. Jarvis is now on the streets.
Yeah, and Kenny Moore tweeted yesterday, hold on, let me text Jarvis. So if anything, the Colts should be right there in the Jarvis Landry sweepstakes, a little veteran to, maybe show Michael Pittman, hey, when you get a screen and you need, 6 yards, why don't you just, put your hand on the ground maybe, get those extra yards, help everybody out. Jarvis would be perfect in Indianapolis, but they got to pay Zach Pascal still, I think. So
all right. All right, that goes back to your point that they don't pay anybody. Ari Mirov at My Sports Update. The Browns are releasing wide receiver Jarvis Landry, saving $14.8 million in cap space in 4 seasons. He has 288 catches, 3,560 yards, and 19 TDs. Did get injured a little bit, but he's a dog. Will do anything, can throw the rock, will take screens. He's a running back, absolute stud. $14.8 million off the cap for Cleveland. I can't wait to see where he ends up.
Rap is reporting that the Chiefs and the Bills are early teams to watch for Jarvis to go there. I believe those teams are also in line for Juju as well. So those teams are looking for wide receiver help.
Ian Rappaport saying the Bills and Chiefs are 2 teams to watch. I mean, Cole Beasley out of the Bills, right? They came to an agreement where they can potentially move along. So the Bills are looking for weapons. The Chiefs are always looking for weapons. Seems like they're winning all the time. Can somebody else just not look at what they're doing and say, oh, maybe we should think about doing what they're doing?
Doesn't seem fair, does it?
Oh, those 2 teams win.
Well, they also have quarterbacks.
All right.
So
listen, I know you're just talking about the Colts, but I'm talking about all teams.
No. Me too.
Yeah. I'm talking about all teams.
No, it works the same way. I think like a lot of teams like Carolina, even New Orleans, wouldn't you think that those guys or those teams, unless obviously one of them gets Watson, not many receivers are going to want to go there and play because they don't know who's going to be throwing the ball.
The Saints are still like 30-some million over, right?
Yeah.
That's before they pick up Deshaun. I know they're doing a bunch to move it, and we have been steadfast on the fact that the salary cap means shit. You can do whatever. The way you can align contracts now and set them up to kind of take 1 year's hit and separate it over 5 years with voidable years, and on the back end, it catches up to you when it catches up to you. And what everybody's saying is that the Saints are now at the point where the can that they've kicked down the road is currently the roadblock for them to continue to move and have to figure it out. I don't know how Deshaun Watson I don't know how that would work out there. Why would you want to go there?
I hear you. And Saints are down to 6, but I mean,
congratulations!
Wow, Deshaun's what, $30 million this year or something like that?